children content.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, coin flip. By coin flip, I mean they've already picked. I can click ready and go and stuff. Alright, so for those of you tuning into my stream, oops. And also, I blame Valve, and there's been like 3 updates since we played that last game, so hopefully it's all
Surely
fixed.
they fixed it all.
I mean, obviously.
There's nothing left that can be broken.
Their bugs list for their developers like is not 30,000 pages long or anything. I don't see anyone's mouse yet. I think we're good. This makes me happy. Hopefully that means my camera doesn't snap too. I also took some preventative measures by going into a replay and switching my camera view, so hopefully that changes things too.
Okay. I just barely sent you... I started streaming on Discord, if you want to see that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me click that.
They have to ban Sand King now. That means they brought Sand King back into Captain's mode in this update.
Maybe, or maybe Vainglory is just being nice and giving away one of their bans because of how stompy the last game was. By stompy, I mean it wasn't that stompy until it, like, as you said, the win graph was like, you know, we're pretty sure Vainglory's winning, and then at some point it's like, no, we're sure. It just doubled down.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't until 20 minutes that things really started to spiral out of control.
Yeah, it was definitely winnable by both teams until about then. Jakiro, good.
Everyone's
solid.
favorite first pick.
I love it. It's yeah. I mean, I know when we were playing, it wasn't really a flex pick. It was just a mid pick.
But we still first picked it.
Yeah. And I never felt bad about it.
It sure did confuse me the first time, though.
Yeah, it did.
There's only one first time, though.
That is true. No, there's no way really around that sentiment, is there? Feeling good with the Skywrath.
Take Sky Wraith. They'll take it. Sky Wraith? Sky Wrath.
Wrath. He's wrathful. He's not undead.
He's not Sky Wraith until Wraith King gets his axe.
that is definitely a Sky Wraith then. I like it. Imagine if some of the items you could like buy wings. Like give Wraith King a set of wings.
Huh.
I mentioned this because I was playing Gloomhaven the other day, and there's a couple items that you can now fly. You know, I just spitballing here.
So not cosmetic wings, but like a jetpack wings fly over trees.
Yeah. So kind of like yes, like the shard for Clockwork.
Shard?
Yeah, but just make it an item. Like a 4,000 gold item. All it does is you have free pathing.
Like a free pathing force staff kind of thing, except controllable.
Yeah. No, like not even like maybe like if there was legitimately like a 2,000 gold item and all it did was free pathing, I would buy that on many heroes. Alright, Brewmaster Skywrath. That one, have we seen that combination lay before? I don't think we have.
I know we've seen Brewmaster on Vainglory before. It didn't work out for them on that particular match that I'm thinking of.
I feel like Skywrath can play with the Brewmaster a lot better just because Skywrath range is so high. But Brewmaster still definitely doesn't protect the Skywrath mage like that Ogre Magi was in the last game, right? Because it was... I got a little confused in the last game because of technical issues, but...
I've been underwhelmed by the Brewmaster changes from 7.3.1. They sounded cool because there was lots of stuff and toggling of stances, but I haven't really seen it do well.
Yeah, I feel like the ceiling on his abilities got raised a little, but the floor was like just plummeted because now you have to toggle treads, and the average person cannot toggle treads. Like, because because his abilities, well, let's see, one's like what, one's an evade, one's a resistance, and one's a crit. So you really got to, like, if you're high pro levels, I'm sure they're swapping between auto attacks. Like I auto attack, then I swap away, and then I auto attack. And you're like, you know what I mean? Like they're doing it between swings. Like there's just way too much finesse required for that hero now. Huskar, a respect band there. I expect this Legion commander to be dueling the Skywrath is what we're aiming to do so far.
Of course, Legion commander I don't think would be too bad against Huskar, because when he's, especially if you can pick up a duel when the armlet can't toggle when he's dueled, he is still auto attacking and getting some lifesteal. I guess it's not the ideal
I would say
thing to hit, but it'd be better what they had against him last game.
Right. I think it's whoever's more itemized at that point because, yes, the Legion commander gets free attacks based on how many attacks you do to her, but there is a internal cooldown on that, and I think Huskar attacks faster than that, right? So,
especially once he's low health.
Right, and you want to be dueling at low health to ensure the kill, to stop him from disarming and stuff like that. So, I mean, it would have been okay, but...
When I'm Skywrath, I really like seeing a Legion commander on the enemy team because, well, even on I like seeing it on my team because then every time Legion commander does a duel, you bam down your Mystic Flare. On the enemy team, you can do the same thing until she jumps on you.
Right, and so that's a big thing. All you have to do as Skywrath is just not be seen. Like, I know I just made that a all you have to do statement, but really, if you put your mind to it, a lot of people can do that. They just don't have the patience to hide. You know what I mean? Like, they always want to be casting spells, but it's okay to let a team fight play out. Like, it's okay to let, like, 2 people on your team die. If Legion hasn't shown and you haven't shown, then, like, you're still man-to-man, you're fine. You know what I mean? Like, if you're playing basketball and 2 guys are at one end of the court, like, it's still 4v4. It's okay.
You need to be patient so that you can counter-initiate the duel.
Yes.
Rather than risk being initiated on as soon as you, oh, look, I can go in a little closer and hit Jakiro, but not if I'm dueled and dead.
And I'd say in that setup, whoever's more patient is going to be the one winning. Because if Legion Commander comes out and duels Skywrath, Skywrath is gone. But if Skywrath gets that ultimate on the Legion while she's dueling, Legion's, toast. So, I was going to say, Legion Commander, if they buy the Ags, will make that Skywrath issue not an issue anymore, but that's
good one.
That's a heavy item. The Shard does not give BKB anymore, right? For press the attack?
Correct. That's been changed.
So you either have to buy a BKB or buy an Ags on the Legion this game, I'd say. Or maybe just a hood. I know a lot of people don't get hoods of Defiance on Legions these days, but there is definitely a Skywrath factor when you're playing Legion this matchup.
Or is it enough to get a Blade Mail?
I mean,
she's got such a bigger health pool than Skywrath. So if she pops Blade Mail and then goes into duel, if Skywrath drops the Mystic Flare and kills himself.
Right, but if he kills himself and Legion still dies, it was still worth it. Because remember, this isn't a core Skywrath. This is a support Skywrath.
Yeah. So,
like, yes, it's a good answer. I like it. But it's not the full story.
Legion needs the magic immunity.
Yeah. Or to just make sure that they always jump Skywrath. So, I mean, there's always that answer. I like the faceless Jakiro. I don't like the faceless Legion. I don't know how Outworld is going to play. I think that's really more about whose hands it's in. Because you can grief your team by, using someone out of existence.
Legion goes in and takes someone out of the game. OD goes in and takes someone out of the game. Faceless goes in and takes someone out of the game. These don't seem super synergistic. They both seem very similar in their roles.
Yeah.
But, maybe they can get creative. OD can catch someone for Faceless to set up on or for Legion to set up on as soon as they come out of the OD bubble.
Right, I think that only works with the OD to Faceless. The OD to Legion's gonna. I feel like there's gonna be Brewmaster. If they have a blink, they could blink away. Maybe. Well, actually, no. The displacement that does damage, right? So you can't blink out of that. Only OD can blink out of his own.
Okay.
If I'm Golf Tuesday, what do I want? I'm still missing a support. Maybe that's Legion support. Maybe we didn't give that enough credit.
That could be. I thought the nerf to the Legion shard, or not the nerf, the change to the Legion shard made it so that Legion is no longer a viable support, though.
I mean, it's still a strong dispel. So it's like having, and it's a BKB piercing stun, right? Is dual's BKB piercing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so BKB piercing stun and dispel are both very high value spells.
Yeah. So let's see. But I
Not a
mean,
lot of-
go ahead.
not a lot of those in the game, and for someone to have two is great.
Yeah, and Vainglory does look like it's a core Legion, but I could really go for
Coronaga, you mean?
no. The Vainglory they're banning out Dazzle, so they're expecting another support out of Golf Tuesday.
Oh, got it.
So if there was to be a curveball anywhere, this would be a good opportunity to go, hey, support Legion.
Does anyone play OD support anymore?
Not that
I
I've
know
seen
for a
it.
while he was pause 4.
Yeah, that was like a week I took off from Dota. Like,
Yeah.
like because of the proliferation of ODs in the world.
Did something happen with a meme hammer? Or I don't remember why he was suddenly always picked. It's like he was picked as every pause during that time, every position.
Yeah, and that's why I said I stopped playing Silencer. See, that's I still like the idea of a core Silencer, but that's probably a support Silencer. I do like it as a if someone is an Outworld of Destroyer's whatever it is, the removal, can they still be silenced? So you can silence them so that when they come out, they're CC'd?
I don't think so. I think the silence is a one-time event that happens, and
You don't think it affects those that are in the nether realm of Outworlds?
right. If you're Yuled while it happens, if you're bubbled, or it's not a constant debuff that's happens over and over and over. It's a one-time deal.
Alright, so my biggest concern here looking at Vainglory is this Siren ultimate. If she does not cancel the song before the boat hits, bad things happen. She does not. If she goes to song right when Skywrath drops his ult, bad things happen. You know what I mean? Like, there could be a lot of misplays on the side of Pot of Vainglory. This is a very intricate setup whenever you got a Naga Siren involved.
Oh yeah, she'll need to communicate that well. Now, I didn't know that Golf had a Omni Knight on their team. Look at that outfit on Legion.
I know. I was gonna say, of the costumes, that's the one that wins. That is the hat. Hat victory goes to Golf Tuesday, hands down.
I like it, but I don't like skins that make you look like another hero. Because my brain just can't handle it.
But it's good. I like the glowing around the spear as well. Is really what gets me, like, draws my attention to it.
Sword's pretty neat. The helmet and the pants are kind of puffy.
Okay, so
hero.
you know how some hero, like all heroes, have a limp animation for when they're low health and walking, right?
Yep.
I want some of these skins to have limp animations. So, like the feathers on Legion Commander, I want them to be like torn and ripped on the shoulder pads, because in a real fight, those are not surviving. Another smoke play again. Same team or different team this time?
We didn't swap. The same team as Radiant. So that means Vainglory selected to be Dire this time.
No, Vainglory said they wanted second pick. So,
Did that mean they selected Dyer last time?
they must have selected Dyer last time. To be fair, I was not paying attention to that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at items and follow the smoke at the same time, and I'm doing neither successfully. I
Is your thing
apologize.
working?
Yeah, everything seems fine here now.
Let's
No camera snaps, no other mouses. So they smoked past the ward, but if they go down a little, they're going to be seen by the ward. Go to the
Well,
right, guys. Go to the
not
right.
much
Don't go
smoke.
down. Oh, did they get seen? Oh, it's so close. Do they know that there's no bounty in this spot anymore? This triangle does not hold a bounty.
Oh no, wrong patch, guys.
Oh, Skywrath almost walked into them too, but they moved too soon.
That's Skyrath's ops there on the tower, right?
You know how we tell? You click on it, and it says cream.
Planted by.
That one's Vitruvius on the pillar, yeah. Sorry, you said tower, and I went looking mid. Oof. That's a good combo, if I do say so myself. Meanwhile, Vitruvius is about to beat the first blood.
Uh-oh. A little too greedy chasing after that Jakiro. And he will go down. And giving it to their pause one. Nice job.
I think they might have not known which support was going to be what lane. Vitruvius, no tips? Interesting, interesting. Alright, so I was going to say let's do our bets for first blood, but that's already happened.
So you think they expected the silencer to be top lane?
I don't know. I think there might have been audible on the side of Golf Tuesday. Because
I might have expected that.
there was some pinging there to switch the lanes or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Or they saw who was in what lanes and they did a swap. Skyra's still got plenty of mana, only level 1 though, so you gotta be scared when they're level 2. I think both teams are being a little too aggressive for level 1. Don't have their full kit of spells. Meanwhile, top lane though, we got Golf Tuesdays level 2 and they're putting the pressure on.
Now, why would they want to pull an audible? It was pretty clear that Skyrath and Brew were going to be bottom.
I don't know, but I just saw some pingings and I might be reading too much into it. But because both supports started going bot lane, and then there was a couple pings on the Jakiro saying, "Hey, don't." So maybe
Like they'd forgotten.
Yeah. I didn't pay too much attention last game because of technical issues of which player was in what lane.
Nice job, Silencer, stopping that pull, but he lost a lot of health in that.
Yeah, he's retreated back to the tower with no resources, leaving his core to be bled.
Meanwhile, he's taking lots of hit. Oh, and he time walks most of it back.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about the dude, the void walking dude. No resources on the Jakiro, but there is a clarity and a healing salve. I don't think the ward got spotted out though. Going for a move on Faceless.
This ogre just hitting over and over. I would say he's a little too deep, but it is an ogre.
Like if he had an oov, it would make sense, but
Oh, here's the too deep.
you also need to eat a tango as you walk. Like, that's unfortunate. Like, I know it feels bad, but what I do is I'll queue up a tango on a far tree and then shift click. That way I don't like lose any animation time eating the tree. Because I think that's all it took to save him. Yeah.
Shift clicking, that sounds hard.
I mean, you know what you gotta do in panic moments? I'll give you a hint. It starts with not. Not panic.
No,
That's
I remember
fine.
shift clicking from StarCraft days.
Yeah. I went a good 2 months playing Heroes of the Storm, which is, the Blizzard version of this.
Blizzard's MOBA.
Yeah. Where I had so much input lag that I had to play Heroes that I could shift click everything.
playing on the SEA server.
Yeah, basically. It was just a really bad internet connection for until I had good internet setup. So I'd always just play the equivalent of Sniper, which is their Nova. So just shift clicking skill shots is it feels really bad. Looks like resources are low all around, except for, of course, those that recently died. Both teams in this top have obs wards that have not been scouted out yet. Like, I feel you gotta pay attention. Oh, lots of action here. These are just running the ogre down. The obs wards are worth so much golden experience. Like, it's worth like a whole lane wave, like creep wave, isn't it?
Whole wave?
Yeah. Maybe not a whole wave. Maybe half a wave. You don't get a level off of it.
It's my favorite thing to do as a support because there's no other way to get gold.
I've leveled up so many times from picking up killing an obs ward. Okay, I think silencer.
This obs is blocking the top camp, so they know it's gonna be there.
Skywrath died to trying to be a little aggressive on silencer, and Void just punished him by blinking in and slapping the face.
Yeah, the Skywrath does a lot of, or the silencer does a lot of damage over time. Now that he can pair his curse with the last word.
So I think if that whole audible pings things I was talking about earlier, I think if this team switched, their heroes are just in different positions because they knew that the Skywrath was going to be bought and they wanted to send the silencer against the multiple cast hero.
Skywrath going mid, and I think the OD is far enough back that it's okay. Both mids do have.
Oh, Skywrath and a silencer meeting the woods.
Oh, we have a boat. Is that silencer's going to get X'd and boated?
I don't know if he's committing the boat.
Oh, he didn't throw the boat.
That blue ward doesn't indeed see the obs. So that mid's obs is under scrutiny. If they were paying attention, they would have seen that.
And they have no camp.
Oh, not that one, but for sure that one.
Oh, the one in lane there, yeah. I don't know. I think it's out.
Oh, you talking up top? I was talking mid.
So here, in here.
I can't see your pings. Sorry. My OBS got in the way.
So I'm pinging just for my own benefit.
You're just pinging just for your own benefit. Oof, big nuke on the way. I do like the hero matchups are really in favor of Golf Tuesday because this Legion commander, the overwhelming odds with all the Naga illusions just wrecks. Goodbye,
Right,
Ogre.
it can dispel the Ogre. Cook is here.
Yeah.
And he wants to catch this Jakiro.
I mean, is the support worth it? Maybe. But they also have the Silencer versus Skywrath duo going on, and that's in their favor deeply. So this OD should be able to see this ward. He just didn't walk over to see it.
Interesting. Now Legion can't dispel the X. Oh, he dispelled the stun though, the torrent.
Yes. Wait, but doesn't the torrent have an animation? So what happens if you break the stun on it? Aren't you still like up in the sky?
Huh.
Ooh, Void ult gets a brew. I'm gonna say that we're oh, sorry guys. We'll check last hits for a second before I go to net worth. We're at almost 9 minutes here. Both pause ones doing really well. Brewmaster is the bottom of the totem pole by far. And this isn't that kind of what we saw last time they pulled Brewmaster out of their kit?
I think so. It seems like it struggled. Oh, the Silencer caught the triangle.
Yeah, he got seen trying to place this ward.
Meme Hammer is down for OD. He got the ops now.
Yeah, because this other obs gave vision of it, finally. But the Brewmaster's really feeling the heat.
This top tower will go down. Oh, fortified, and then is Naga going to come back? No, Naga's just farming. I don't think there's going to be any meaningful... Oh, they ping to defend. So we'll see if Dire comes to defend this top tower, but...
Well, I mean, Silencer already came and rotated, so I don't think that's going to happen.
One or two more liquid fires on it, it's gone.
Faceless doesn't even need anyone to save him. Oh, we got the Broodlings split. Diving under the tower with the Broodlings. Ogre coming in as well.
Mask of Madness down.
Kind of aggressive of him to Mask of Madness, but I mean, I guess you're taking a lot of magical damage, so.
If his time walk was already spent, there's no reason to.
Meanwhile, Arch dying on the Naga. Well, you also lose armor, right? So you have a negative 8 armor, which is a pretty hefty amount.
You know, I wondered when I saw Naga run to that tower that was already dead. That's not the lane you want to farm.
These are not the creeps you're looking for. Go about your business.
I understood that reference.
Also, Faceless should not be down here without teammates.
That's true. This is called the safe lane, but not after 10 minutes.
You should bring I would bring the Jakiro down there. Let's check net worth. But Jakiro's just going to siege mid. I'd just bring the Jakiro down bot to work with this Chronosphere. I mean, because we got Liquid Fire, right? Macropyre, I mean?
Yes.
Also, this man has an energy booster queued up, 1,000 gold, and no mana boots. I have issue with this.
Go to hard. Buttons. Shift click. Now you have to shift click your...
You have to do your courier to do... yeah, you got to send your courier to the secret shop
Shift click.
I mean, I know we're in a world of StarCraft 2 where you don't have to, you know, group up all your units with control 1, control 2. Like, do you remember having to spam, like, Zerglings, like, 1A, 2A, 3A, like, just... You have to take your hand off the mouse just to double-hand the keyboard.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got out of more than 3 control groups.
That's why some people preferred playing Protoss, was just because control groups was an issue for Zerg. And that's why I don't play Chen, because control groups is an issue. Oh,
they find Naga. Naga's got the illusions. Oh, which one? Which one? Is he getting...
There.
Oh.
I think I saw the cast animation for Duel.
Oh!
Oh, wow. I would be tipping Jakiro for both teams right now. Like, that was fantastic. Duel in the Macropyre? Oh, yeah. Completely different game than last. Overwhelming odds? Nope, not coming up.
Oh.
Pig to good use. There's so much good Dota going on here. Okay, let's see if this works. This is the interaction we're talking about.
Wow. What a fight here in the jungle.
That was... That's the fight of the night right there, guys.
Oh, I'm supposed to be looking for a play of the game, too.
That's play of the game right there.
Or play of... Well, yeah, but it's not for Vainglory.
Oh!
Not that I'm unbiased here.
that was a slick fight. Like, there's so many good things that happened in that fight for both teams.
This Jakiro Legion combo, they're feeling a lot better than they were last game against that Huskar.
Yeah. I also just feel like all the hero matchups are so much more in favor of Golf than they were last game.
I guess I wondered about the synergy between Faceless... Oh, another duel.
Blink duel.
Yeah.
Blink Dagger's a big deal. Who do we lose on the other team? Jakiro? Okay.
Where did Jakiro go down?
I honestly don't know. I'm assuming it was mid. I'm assuming it was Ogre
Yeah.
Cream, right?
If you double click the portrait, it takes you to
To their dead body.
to the ramp near mid.
Yeah, yeah. Corpse Finder. Found it. Yeah. Yeah. Pinging out this arcane rune. Hey, can you come get this arcane rune so I can leave and do useful things, please? Please? Have you ever been that support, just hanging out by the rune? Like, hey, dude, can you get this? I don't
Guard
wanna
the double
babysit.
damage with your life.
Yeah.
It's better that you die than the enemy gets the double damage, and we
Yes.
all die.
If my core doesn't see it with like start acknowledge me within 3 seconds, I just pick the rune and leave though. Like
Right.
I can't be bothered.
Oh, clever by OD. Did you see how he astral himself
Yeah.
just as the X was about to expire?
Yeah, hopefully that's something that doesn't happen twice for Kunkka, that he actually does the mark early so that Odie has to guess. Right?
That's right, because he can trigger it instead of just letting it expire.
Yes.
We have another smoke from this kill squad.
They're really putting this kill squad to the test too. You're not going to get the dual damage, but you are going to get the kill.
Meme Hammer, and Ice Path, allowing them to finish it up. And they take the tower.
This ignite animation is very fiery. Like, is that because of the skin? It's like very bloody.
You're right. That almost looks like a bug. I've never seen that.
That's very cool. I wish all my
Maybe that's
spells.
why
Go
he
ahead.
has the Arcana head.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Some great vision there for Dire. But besides that, they're still struggling.
Yeah, Dire.
Oh, Naga just barely passed Legion, but it was the three top Emperors are in Radiant right now.
Macropyre duel. Oh, so good. I'm going to say good things about anything that goes well with Macropyre. I'm a little biased there.
We're to see Macropyre. Let's see that Macropyre faceless.
Yeah, I haven't seen that happen yet. So, a little bit of punish. But in the meantime, Faceless is knocking on a tier 2 with a catapult. So, I mean, as long as you stop them from teleporting. Got a glyph at least. Sounds are being chased down. This might be a little greedy of Naga. I don't think this bruise is...
better to hit the tower and try and get that.
You gotta remember, this brew is the bottom of the totem pole by far. So, even though you got him around, it's like a 1.5 support. It's not a whole core. You know what I mean?
So Naga took all these illusions into the camp. Seems like it would have been... I would have liked her to go mid and just push this tower with all those illusions.
Yeah, because you don't have any building damage otherwise. So, I do find that when you're playing these league games and learning out how to make team comps and stuff, it's one thing to really get used to of like making sure you're passing those roles around. Because like in a game, there's the one person that's in charge of making sure that we all get out of fights on time and safely. You got the person that's making sure that fights start well. You got the person taking towers. You know, like there's all these like small little roles that aren't related to your hero until you're the one in charge of it. You know what I mean? Like Naga isn't normally the tower taker, but in this team, who else is going to take a tower?
Legion smoked up again. They're hoping to try and catch Naga. They're doubling back into the triangle.
OD is not smoked up and kind of giving the thing away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not
Hey,
that
that's my job.
Dire has any. There was also a couriers that came. Like, okay, if you're gonna smoke, one of the pre-smoke checklists is: has everyone had their courier deliver their items recently? Like, no courier deliveries during a smoke.
Do you have your exit buddy?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So the Legion does have Blink. Now, what do you think about first item Manta on this Naga? I thought she went Diffusal first.
I thought it was Manta.
I mean, I guess if some illusions are good, more illusions are better.
I mean, Manta just builds out of Yasha, which is a strong item for these illusion cores.
And I guess Manta's good for, get out of that global silence.
Yeah. Did you see that the shop has changed? You can now type in Dispel. Oh, no, you can't. What?
I've typed in magic damage before to find things. I did notice that at one point. We've got a smoke on Dire, and Kunkka, is he sitting there trying to bait?
I mean, your kill team for Dire right now is Ogre, Skywrath, Kunkka, right? I don't even want Brew in the fight. I want Brew to farm up a blink, but he's not even getting a blink. Oh,
Is he gonna use the BKB?
BKB.
Jakiro's hurt them too many times. They went out of that ice path.
But you have a BKB. It's called Earth Brewling. I don't know.
They're gonna get this Naga, aren't they? Yep.
I didn't see the Macropire.
No, he threw down ice path instead.
Yeah, because he just wanted
He
to
was
duel.
already chronoed.
Yeah.
But man, he wasn't going anywhere.
You know, sometimes you feel the need to stun someone that's already stunned, okay? Like,
There's another Astral out of X.
what if Chrono got, dispelled somehow?
The Chrono Dispel. Can't Legion dispel things? She's got a hard dispel, eh?
Can you imagine that? Just dispel all effects in this area. Goodbye, Chrono. Wait, what? Okay, this is a fight under the tower.
Just whacking that tower. Come on.
There's a good X.
Oh, goes down on Faceless. Is Faceless saved by Astral? Is that what happened?
Yep, so far.
Now Macro's out.
Kunkka anticipated the blink, but
Oh no, Kunkka.
never punished.
Kunkka thought this fight is saved so long as I can kill Faceless.
Yeah.
Oh, and then a duel on...
See, I think the ice paths on the duels is actually hurting the duel, but, like...
Because they want to proc that.
Yeah, because the
moment of courage.
Moment of courage, you're reducing the Legion damage by stunning her dual target. But, like, don't get me wrong, it's still a good habit to, like, follow up stuns and stuff. I feel you gotta kind of count to 3. Me, normally, if it's like a 2-second stun, I'll count to 3 because I know I'm counting too fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe look for the direction that Skywrath's coming from and send the ice path that way.
Sure. I mean, I just hold the ice path for the duel to make sure that if the duel doesn't finish, they're stunned out of the duel. That's what I meant by count to 3, like 1 1000, 2 1000, cast 1000. Instead of, so that you don't overlap the stuns as much.
Dire is taking back their jungle.
I wouldn't say they're taking it back. I'm just saying they're house sitting because the owners are going to come back from vacation soon after they go.
Their vacation to the Roche Pit.
Yeah. Man, look at all these wards on both team, and neither of them are de-warded. Like, this jungle is just a spot full of wards, and they're both colors. Like, how is that supposed to happen? This is why I get a gem. Look at this. 1, 2, 6 sentries in this jungle, and you still didn't get the 2 obs.
Some
Like-
clever supports. Both being, all being non-conventional in their obs words.
Yeah, that's why I'm willing to buy a gem when I'm behind, is because I know I'm not going to catch where the obs are. And honestly, sometimes you're behind because of the obs wards. Well, pardon me. Like,
as you're behind, the map closes off to you, and so you really need to protect the parts of the map that you do have. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, kind of like that, or just me saying like we're losing the game because of my gameplay. Like whenever I'm playing the game, I assume we're losing because of me. That make any sense? Like, all right, I try to. I obviously am a human being and will start blaming people sometimes, but often my mental check is what am I doing that's losing the game for us? And if you're a support, it's how many obs wards have I killed in the last minute? If I haven't killed any, then they have one somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I start getting anxious if I haven't seen an enemy obs killed after a couple minutes.
No, that's a good assumption. If I'm in a pub, I assume, oh, this Naga's gonna get dueled. Oh, saved by her little snare. Yeah, if I'm in a pub, I just assume, wow, I guess they're really not warding. I guess they're not buying those free ops and putting them in obvious places for me.
See, but even if that were the case, and you spent a lot of your time trying to find the ones that didn't exist, that's still not a bad thing.
Then you get the gem and you know.
Yeah, and then you know that they're not doing it. And then you can make fun of them. Or then you know someone on their team is tilted and bought all the wards and placed them in the fountain. I'm sorry, we should have done an items check a long time ago. Lots of blink daggers on the side of golf.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed, Naga has jumped ahead in net worth. The 3 Radiant cores are still doing great, but Naga's farm is taking off.
That's good, because that's what Dire really needs to get back in this game. Brewmaster, like I said, I really wish Brewmaster was farming too.
What did she do? She picked up Scotty with that.
It's a big deal, but mind you, Faceless is really not that far behind and also has an Aegis. Remember, real estate, that's 550 gold. Killing a tower.
Yeah. Brew feels just a little overextended. He backs up.
Man, I'm looking at this mini map, and it is a checkerboard of color. Yes, I'm looking at you, Obs Wards, again.
Invisibility.
Sorry, I'm looking
Invisibility picked up by
Legion? Yeah.
Legion.
That's good. That's strong. Who are we trying to duel at this point? Skywrath is like the only squishy target?
You'd probably like to get Naga if the team's there to help. Or at least hold her down long enough for the Chrono to come. Which is what happened there. Trying Manta to get away. Nope. It's like the duel, whether or not she got it initiated the fight.
Okay, so there's the spell that follows up with the Astral really well. The Imprisonment. It's the Ice Path on Jakiro. I don't know why I didn't think of that before.
Okay.
Because you just have to think of Astral Imprisonment as a built-in...
as the reliable stun.
As the Yules.
The setup stun.
Yeah. So what pairs well with the Yules? Oh, well, Ice Path pairs really well with the Yules, because the only thing that they can do against that is a beacon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Aegis just expired.
I haven't been paying attention to your screen. Do you have the hand towers?
I do not have hand towers. I have boring towers.
Oh, hand towers are a lot of fun because they make gestures at people. Like after they kill a couple creeps, they'll make some slightly questionable gestures at the creep wave, or they'll do the Matrix, come at me thing.
Right.
Just kind of a passive game, kind of locking out the Dire out of the game is their goal here. Naga's got to do the best she can with the split push.
Dire's poking back into their jungle again.
And still not catching all the wards. See if this gets. That's not even checked.
OD with Blink and what's the Axe do?
Dire's bottom tower is under
Astral Imprisonment charges
Also,
and applies damage.
is it the shard that does the they can move? Yeah.
Yes.
The one that
shard is broken.
yeah, really screws people up too when it happens.
I think you can.
Real
if
Naga.
you are- Sorry.
Real Naga about to walk into real Legion.
Interesting. What happens? Does she just turn around and duel? No, she doesn't know which one's the real one. Well, this one walking away is obviously the real one.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like an overleveling odds would have told you the real story.
Yeah. Naga didn't know she was there. She was just poking up trying to steal some ancients.
Yeah. You can also high-five the towers.
Now, if you are an OD with Shard against a Faceless Void, you can actually allow someone to get out of the Chrono.
Yeah, it's like Wind Waker, right? Wind Waker will do the same thing.
I'm not familiar with that.
I mean, I haven't seen it in person or in practice, but in theory, it should do the exact same thing because it's doing the same effect, right?
Oh, the Yule's upgrade.
Yeah. You thought I was talking about Zelda?
I thought you were talking about Wind Runner, Wind Ranger. Or
Wind
something.
Ranger. Oh, okay. No, no.
It's like, what can Wind Ranger do to get out of Chrono?
Nah, just the upgraded Yules. If you think about it, a 1400 shard is worth like 3k of gold to upgrade that Yules. Yes, you're not getting stats out of it, but because it does basically just turn it into the
Dire's top tower is under
I can't even think of the name of it. Wind, whatever. Sorry,
They're
guys.
putting some pressure bottom, but they've got to go and respond top, protect their high ground. Yeah, this Jakiro is just melting it down.
Talking about the ogre again, aren't you?
Dire's middle tower is
No, you're talking about the Jakiro actually killing the tower. I thought you were talking about the zipper skin, the pajama pajama ogre.
Now, there are way too many
Radiant
support heads in this game with the double-headed ogre, the
Yeah,
double-headed Jakiro.
At least they're on different teams this game. I mean, I remember the last time we casted it, they were on the same team. There's just, why have 5 heads when you can have 7?
I mean, that's OP. Way too many support heads.
I need a Cerberus in this game. A triple-headed, off-lane hero.
Radiant takes down this Roshan without even a pickoff.
Yeah.
And they've got the map control and the lane's push to do it.
Let's see if OD gets punished for being by himself. Nope. BKB will do it. They're still pinging her
Blink.
out. Oh,
She's gonna TP out just
there's
right.
a good TP spot. You guys checked the right spot, but she's already gone. I feel like at that point, if you're Legion, you just gotta blind blink and pray. But like, I get why Legion didn't, but
Her blink was used up. She'd used it back at the tower.
Oh.
There's still like another 10 seconds on her blink.
I misread the thing then. Look at that BKB piercing stun.
That's exactly. Almost Kunkka.
And this,
I
ladies
almost
and
thought
gentlemen, go ahead.
Chrono was gonna get popped for a Kunkka.
Yeah, I thought so too. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I rarely buy BKB and I refuse to buy it for the longest time. Is because I used to not know what would pierce it.
You really need to. It feels bad to pop it and get it pierced anyway. But I mean, you look at their team. Legion pierces it. Chrono pierces it.
Yeah, I just...
So I guess it depends on who's really getting after you. If you're worried about OD blinking on you, I guess, or you're tired of that ice path hitting you.
Yeah, but tired of the ice path hitting you, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Like, not buy a 4K item. Maybe that's me. Like a Force Staff would almost be better because you see the ice path animation coming, you just go whoop, sidestep. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too cheesy and silly at this point, but like, Lotus doesn't save you from ice path, so that's valid.
Yeah.
I've only been the Jakiro. I've not been against the Jakiro.
Radiant's
Did you see this Radiant team practice that restraint? Here they were sieging high ground, and the fight started to go south, and instead of pushing, they backed.
Yeah.
And they drew Vainglory out of the high ground and then turned around.
That's gonna be some game-winning kills here. Jakiro, go finish that top tower, please.
I wondered if Legion and then Chrono would, not synergize together, but they kind of did the same thing, but just twice. Legion turned around and grabbed someone, Chrono turned around and grabbed someone.
Right, and there was a lot of room for them to overlap and fail, but they're coordinated really well in saying, okay, I don't know if they're doing it intentionally, but maybe Legion's saying, I got this, or you're next, or something like that. Like, it's hard to coordinate that stuff verbally in such a fast-paced fight. But, I mean, I know that's what you do in other games. Ooh, look at that. There's the shard in action.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're done showing restraint. They're 23 up. And it is just about GG. 25 now.
Ooh, Faceless is about to die, but he has Aegis. Just super messy. Nice. Nice 1-1 series. Fun to watch, fun to watch. Sorry for anyone watching this. What?
Toxic.
Yeah, I do think there was some comments about tips that were taken the wrong way, and also you shouldn't tip in league games.
I mean, tipping's technically allowed. The all chats are the chat wheels are allowed. I think you're safe just to never all chat beyond chat wheels. Never type on your keyboard to the other team.
Yeah.
I think is the rule of thumb.
I think that's a good way to do it too.
Man, 2 different teams come out here than the first game. I feel like Vainglory just never really got a footing. Naga got her farm at the end, but just there's nothing that one farmed character can do.
Yeah, exactly.
The kill squad that came out with Jakiro and Silencer and Legion, they were just relentless. The first 20 minutes of that game, I think they kept the smoke spot out the whole time, and they were just in there. They weren't successful every time, but if they don't have to be. Just the fact that they were out there doing it, getting those pickoffs over and over and over again, it really turned the tide.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted with technicals, but that's you don't have to, as long as one of your successful fights turns into game win, it doesn't matter how the rest of the fights go, right?
Well,
sorry,
but we picked up this second game, or maybe I shouldn't say that. What are your
I haven't
technical
tested it
stats
yet.
going
You're right. I realized that I didn't check to see if everything went well, so hopefully it all went well. But I had a lot of fun. I got a little distracted with that first game hiccup there, but fun to see. I think tempers were a little high there by the end of 2 games, but it was a 1-1 series, which is what I like to see. Although both games were very kind of lopsided, as you said.
Oh, I'm glad your stream was working the second game, right?
I hope so. We'll find out in just a bit, and I'll sign off now.
All right.
Catch you guys next week. Peace.